Welcome back to another video, guys. In today's video, we're doing part 2 of how to remember your Pokemon. Because, you know, you've been bandwagoning for the past couple of weeks, right? And you probably still don't know the names of all the things you caught. You're probably just like, haha, that's a gym, that's a cool Pokemon. I don't know what it's called. But in today's video, we're going to get into how to remember the next 20 Pokemon in the Pokedex on that list. So we're going to start off with Spearow. What is Spearow? It's literally a bird. I don't know how you could look at this any other way. It's a bird, okay? It is a bird. And the next thing, alright, is its evolution of Fearow, alright? It's basically an ostrich that fucked a bird, alright? It fucked Spearow and came up with that thing, alright? That's what Fearow is. Just remember, ostrich plus Spearow equals Fearow, okay? Next thing on our list, we have Ekans. If you can't already tell by the picture what Ekans is, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You need to go back to elementary school and teach them and have them teach you what a snake is, because that is a rattlesnake. Okay, that is a rattlesnake. And next on the list, right, we have Arbok, which is the evolution of Ekans, of course. And Arbok, if you don't know what that is, just by looking, just stop watching and go look up different kinds of snakes. That's what I want you to do if you don't know what this is. Right, we're just gonna move on. Next we have another one that if you don't know which Pokemon this is, why are you playing Pokemon Go, okay? This is Pikachu. Pikachu is the most iconic Pokemon in the series. Like, I don't know how you could mistake this thing for anything other than Pikachu, okay? If you don't know what Pikachu is, I'm just gonna tell you stop watching, okay? You just need to go watch a Pokemon episode or two and you'll understand that that thing is the most iconic Pokemon in the series. Next up we have its evolution, which is Raichu, which is essentially Pikachu with a much snazzier tail and deeper color to it. It's like a penguin and a cat. It's like they just had a child and then it came up with that, and that was Raichu. And it's got such a snazzy tail, it's great. Alright, moving on, we've got Sandshrew. What is Sandshrew, you ask? Oh, well, it's basically if Rattata from the previous episode, right? It's basically if Rattata and an armadillo had sex and made Sandshrew. It's basically a Rattata with an armadillo's armor. Okay, that's what Sandshrew is. Its evolution, Sandslash, is if we took Sandshrew and had to fuck the porcupine, alright, that will give you Sandslash, alright, and it's got like, I don't know, crab pincer, I don't know, but it's basically if a porcupine and Sandshrew had a child, that's what Sandslash is. Moving on, we have the Nidoran, which, before you get confused here, there are going to be 2 Nidorans in this episode. The first one, which is the one I'm about to talk about, is the female one. And you're probably thinking, which bright idea was it to make 2 Pokemon the same thing and then have their different genders? I don't know, but that's how the way it works, okay? So we're gonna get into the female Nidoran. Female Nidoran is like a mouse with Dumbo-style ears that looks female. It's blue. Okay, now that you understand what that is, we're gonna move on to Nidorina, which is its evolution, which is essentially the same thing, except it looks more like a teenage version of that, right? If you can get a good idea what a teenage version is before I throw the picture up, that's what it'll look like. It's still got some Dumbo-style ears, right? It could fly away with those ears, but sadly it's not a flying type. Anyways, we have its final evolutionary stage, which is Nidoqueen. What is Nidoqueen? Nidoqueen is basically the adult version of Nidoran. It's literally what it is. Like, I don't know. It's a queen of Nidorans. Next Pokemon, which is Nidoran, the male version. Male Nidoran is essentially like female Nidoran, right? Except it's got a unicorn-style tip to its head, and it's got even bigger Dumbo ears. Like, and it's also purple. It's purple. Next up is Nidorino. Nidorino is basically the same thing as Nidoran, right? And the ears grow with the body size. The face gets more masculine And the unicorn tip gets more tippier. I don't know if that's a word. Tippier. Ooh. Making up words for the English dictionary. Anyways, Nidoking is basically final evolutionary stage Nidoran male version. And it looks pretty badass for being in purple, right? Purple's like a feminine color to a certain extent. But he looks pretty badass. Like he's got some pectoral muscles going on there. And he looks ready to hit. He's ready to go out and kill your Pokemon. Just kidding, Pokemon don't kill each other. They just knock each other out. Which never made any sense to me. But that's besides the point. Moving on to the next Pokemon, right? We're nearing the end of the list here, but the next Pokemon is Clefairy. Clefairy, if you know what Jigglypuff looks like, alright? If you know what Jigglypuff looks like, it's basically Jigglypuff, but it's like somebody, alright, okay, hold on. Well, let me rephrase that, alright? It looks like Jigglypuff, except the artist who drew Jigglypuff got high on drugs and then drew Clefairy, not realizing this looks exactly like Jigglypuff, except toned down a lot. Like, the artwork is the same as Jigglypuff, but it's just toned down a whole bunch. Anyways, we have Clefable, which is its evolution, which is basically the same thing as Clefairy, except it looks like it has way more arms than it should have. Maybe those are wings, who knows? I don't. I'm bandwagoning. I'm making videos for you bandwagoning people. Oh boy. Alright, moving on, we have Vulpix. Vulpix is like a really dope looking dog. Like it's like a wolf, but a dope looking wolf. Like, just look at that tail. What kind of conditioner did you put in that to make it so luscious? And that hair, it's on point. And that, you know, we got its evolution right. You're probably thinking it cannot get any better than that with that luscious tail. No, I'm telling you, it gets better. Ninetales, basically, is what the name implies. It's literally the grown-up version of the thing, but with 9 tails. It's got 9 tails. Like, here, I'll count them for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 tails. Okay? There are 9 of them. And the next are the final 2 Pokemon. We have Jigglypuff, which I mentioned earlier. And between Clefairy and Jigglypuff, now you can see the artistic similarities. How Clefairy is like the artist was on drugs and basically came up with that, right? But Jigglypuff is the much cuter version of Clefairy. And then we have the evolution of Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is literally just a ball, okay? It's a ball. I don't know how you can differentiate Jigglypuff from Clefairy other than Jigglypuff has ridiculously large blue eyes. But then you have its evolution Wigglytuff, which is like Jigglypuff except more like an oval and bigger like bunny style ears. That's a Wigglytuff. That'll conclude today's episode of, you know, how to remember your Pokemon for all you bandwagon people like myself. Yes, I'm being thrown in this bucket with you, okay? Now, you're probably wondering, why is there advanced warfare gameplay in the back from last episode and this episode, right? Why are you using this color? That's mainly because Black Ops 3 is so stale. Like, there's nothing fun about it right now. Like, sure, contracts will end. It's just, it doesn't feel right. Plus, I've already put like 700 hours in the game. You wanna know how many weapons I have? Like 4. One of my friends who spent COD points 3 times so far, and I think it's total less than like $40 by now. Probably less than 40. And he has so many weapons. It's like I played like 20 days in the multiplayer. I don't get any reward for that. But anyways, thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.